Hi, this is Ruth Medd from Women on Boards doing the WOB Vacancies review for the week of August the 13th, 2023. Hello, everybody. Pleased to be back. Here I am. This week, I thought we might talk about statutory bodies, which are government entities that generally run businesses or give advice to government. These are excellent starting boards and often require particular expertise, which means if you've got that expertise, you're likely to be competitive. So that's my suggestion for this week. Look at the government statutory body boards on the WOB website, of which there are many, and think about applying for some. So I've got 5 statutory bodies for you. And then I've got some of my little others, which hopefully are a bit interesting too. So statutory bodies, 30894, Animal Welfare Victoria. Closes on the 17th of August. They're looking for a chair. And this body reports on matters relating to, believe it or not, the welfare of animals in Victoria. And they're looking for governance, animal welfare policy, research, leadership, and obviously the ability to chair this body. So many WOB members are interested in animal welfare, so have a think about this one. Next up, 30864, Jobs Queensland. Now this closes on the 14th of August, so you might miss it if this recording goes up a little later, but I thought I'd mention it because it's got 7 vacancies going, which suggests to me they're doing a revamp of the board. Or it's perhaps a restructure of a body that used to exist. So this body provides independent strategic advice on skills demand, the apprenticeship and training system, and workforce development and planning. So any of you who are in the HR space and are into workforce planning, this might be something for you. And they're looking for business acumen, governance, industrial relations, public policy, and strategy. And even if it's closed, I'd suggest you give them a buzz. They probably can't accept late applications, but you might get yourself on the list for next time. And those sorts of skills are a bit in short supply quite often. Next up, 30855, the New South Wales Responsible Gambling Fund Trust. Closes on the 28th of August. I know a fair bit about this because when I was on the New South Wales Casino Control Authority many, many years ago now, this body existed then. I think it had a different name at the time. And basically it dispenses funds for the support of responsible gambling. And what it tended to do was fund research projects and trials of how people could be persuaded to gamble responsibly. And it was a feature of the licensing system for the casino, so they got a percentage of the license fee, and they basically allocate funds for the purposes related to responsible gambling. And my view about this is that it was a bit in the club at the time, so some external people with perhaps slightly different views, with slightly interesting ways of responding to this problem might be a useful addition to this trust. So they're looking for financial oversight, governance, law, public policy, and strategy. And I would have thought they're looking for innovation and understanding of social media and all sorts of other things. But give that one a go if you're in New South Wales and are interested in trying to do something about responsible gambling. It's very much on the agenda at the moment. Next up, 30853, a sort of a perennial. This is a national vacancy. It's Settlement Services International. Closes on the 18th of August, so be quick here. It works with people from refugee and asylum seeking backgrounds, culturally and diverse people, and people with disabilities, youth and children. And it's all about building capacity to make them capable Australian citizens, essentially, particularly relating to the refugee population. It's got lots of money. It's funded very well by governments, and something that is a real contributor to getting people out of less advantaged circumstances. And they're looking for finance, compliance, governance, risk management, and understanding their customer base. I recommend this to you. I think in the past a WOB member was the chair of this body, but I think she's her term is completed. But a well-funded, well-intended organisation. And next up is 30892. The Ministry for the Environment in New Zealand is looking for an Audit, Risk and Compliance Committee member. So it wants the usual skills. So that's just a selection of some of the quasi-government bodies that appear on the WOB Jobs Board, and I recommend looking at them. And as I said, it's a good starting point for your board career. Now, others that I've got to talk about today, 30879, National Affordable Housing, a topic on everybody's lips at the moment, closes on the 22nd of August. This body was established in 2008 for the need for more affordable housing options in Australia. Well, they're still in business and we're still looking for affordable housing. On this case, they seem to be looking for finance, risk management, and clearly understanding something about affordable housing. Now, all these vacancies I'm talking about today do pay. So if you're looking for a paid role, this is where to come. 30873, Aboriginal Hostels Limited, another variant on affordable housing, closes on the 17th of August, so be quick with this one. And this is providing appropriate and affordable accommodation for First Nations people. And a lot of these people go away from home, particularly to go to high school, and this body looks after them. They're looking for accounting, audit, asset management, investment analysis and management, information technology. So they're looking for a very broad range of skills, and I can recommend that one to you. And finally, a listed company, 30893, Veriton Limited, WA, closes on the 1st of September. It's currently listed on the NSX, which is the Newcastle, or the National Stock Exchange, based in Newcastle, and they're hoping to list on the ASX. So they are, remarkably, an R&D manufacturing company developing sustainable high-end value products from low-grade wool. So I'm not sure what they're producing, but low-grade wool is the bit that gets thrown away, and innovation in that sector you'd think might be quite interesting. They're looking for people who know something about agriculture, believe it or not, health foods, and growing consumer brands. So give that one a look, it might be quite interesting. So that's my list for today. Government statutory type bodies, 2 on affordable housing, and 1 an ASX listed company. And once again, my tip for the month is start with a paid government role for which you are fairly obviously competitive when you look at the selection criteria. So I'll be back in a couple of weeks. Enjoy my fortnightly or so session, I hope, and keep well, everybody.